Typhoon Mitag, the 17th typhoon of 2025, made landfall in the coastal region of Guangdong at around 2:50 p.m. on Friday at Shanwei. The wind speed near its center reached 25 meters per second, about 90 kilometers per hour. After landfall, Mitag is projected to move northwestward at 10 to 15 kilometers per hour, gradually weakening as it moves inland. Officials in Guangdong immediately activated a level 4 emergency response, showing the seriousness of the situation even though this is the lowest in the 4-tier disaster alert system. Coastal regions, low-lying areas, and zones with weak drainage systems were warned of flooding and potential landslides caused by heavy rains. In Guangdong, especially near Shanwei and between Hulai and Taishan, residents are already witnessing downpours, torrential rainfall, and strong gusts of wind starting from Friday afternoon. The outer rain bands are impacting Hong Kong too, where the Hong Kong Observatory has issued signal number 3, which is expected to remain at least until the following morning. In Hong Kong, many kindergartens and schools serving children with disabilities have been suspended with strong winds. Heavy showers and thunderstorms caused by Mitag's rain bands are already creating disruptions, water accumulating in low-lying streets, delays in public transport, and power fluctuations in some areas. The Guangdong railway network is being affected. As Mitag makes landfall, certain lines are being suspended or adjusted. The railways between Guangzhou Shenzhen, Guangzhou Maoming, and others are either partially or fully suspended to ensure safety. Electricity and telecommunications are under threat, especially in coastal and rural areas where infrastructure is weaker. Drainage systems may be overwhelmed by rainfall intensity, leading to flooding in roads, residential neighborhoods, and basements. If Mitag does not weaken quickly, there are serious warnings for more extensive flooding, especially in areas with poor drainage. In river valleys and near coastlines, small rivers and streams could overflow, washing away roads, sweeping away vehicles or property in these areas. Agricultural land is at risk, crops could be submerged, farmland saturated, damage to livelihoods. Unprecedented scenes might include streets in coastal or low-lying cities submerged up to vehicle doors, people using small boats to escape or move around, water flooding into ground floors, shops and subways, trees uprooted and roof panels flying, scenes of chaos as power outages cut electricity, people sheltering on higher floors or rooftops, emergency services stretched thin. In Hong Kong, weather authorities warn that as Mitag skirts near the Pearl River estuary meanwhile weakening, the city could still see heavy showers, thunderstorms, and possibly more severe wind. Disruption of public transport, delays or cancellations, especially for ferry services, are likely. Schools and vulnerable institutions remain closed. Damage to property can be significant. Homes, local businesses, shops near shoreline or in flood-prone areas. Damage to infrastructure, roads, small bridges, electrical lines, drainage systems, Agriculture is particularly vulnerable. Rice paddies, vegetable plots, and other farmland may be destroyed or badly affected. People's lives will be disrupted, displacement of households, damage to possessions, financial loss, the emotional stress of evacuation or loss. For economically vulnerable communities, even small damage can have large consequences. Transport disruptions, railway suspensions, route closures, possibly cancellations of flights or ferries. These can isolate communities, delay relief efforts, and worsen the situation. Authorities in Guangdong are deploying emergency measures, monitoring rainfall, rivers, coastal conditions, preparing flood control, issuing warnings, mobilizing rescue teams, advising or enforcing closures of schools or operations in vulnerable areas. Hong Kong has maintained its signal number 3 for strong winds. Certain educational institutions have already been closed. Advisories have been issued to minimize outdoor activity. Residents urged to stay updated with official forecasts. Marine and coastal activities are being curtailed to avoid danger. Ferry and boat operations may be suspended. Coastal residents are warned to prepare for higher tides and increased risk due to storm surge. Mitag may not be the most powerful typhoon ever, but the combination of strong winds, heavy rain, coastal geography, and vulnerable infrastructure is creating conditions for damage that could match larger storms. The scenes being recorded now, streets flooding, roofs damaged, people evacuating, are astonishing and carry the urgency. This is not a drill. This is real. Residents in coastal and low-lying regions must prepare, secure loose items, reinforce windows and doors, ensure emergency supplies ready, avoid travel unless necessary, move to higher ground if warned, follow instructions of local authorities. As Mitag advances inland and gradually weakens, its legacy may be seen as nearly unmatched in recent memory, especially in some parts of Guangdong and near Hong Kong. This event could reshape how communities prepare for these storms, how infrastructure is designed, how warnings are issued, how people respond. What is clear? Mitag is imposing consequences that are already seen and felt. Its impact will likely be studied for months to come, not just in how much damage is done, but in how well people cope, recover, and adapt.